Hey, it's Scott Barratt, and you're here for a special predictions episode of The Burning Truth. We're just one day away from WWE's Crown Jewel premium live event, and we have a blockbuster card for you. We've got wild picks, jaw-dropping upsets, and our theories on how the night might change the WWE forever. And as a special treat this week, I am joined by my regular co-host, the one, the only, the always opinionated. It's Matt Burns, everybody. Yay.
Hey, everybody. A bit unusual, isn't it, seeing us both here?
I was looking for clapping, but I can't find clapping. We'll have to go with some dance pop. Can we get that on? There we go.
I'll take that.
Instead of clapping. How's it going, Matt? You okay?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I will say, bit of a busy week, but
Yeah.
But more importantly, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I'm only 2 days off YouTube, actually. I was on for the NXT review on Wednesday morning. Really good episode again this week. Loads of Bubba Dudley, which was really good. And NXT's on fire at the minute, so I'm really enjoying doing the YouTube lives for that. Just as I'm enjoying doing the podcast every week. The podcast has been really good too. So if you're not already subscribed to us, get subscribed to The Burning Truth live on YouTube, which you're watching right now. Like this video, subscribe, and you'll get access to all 344 podcast episodes, as well as these prediction videos that we're going to start doing, and the weekly NXT reviews that I also do on here, including the premium live events for that as well. So content, loads of it.
And who knows? There could be even more content coming down the line soon.
The eyebrow, yeah.
With some, specials.
Specials. Love a special. The reason we're here today is to give you our predictions for the Burning Truth Live, right? And we're going to give you who we guarantee. Are we saying guarantee, Matt Burns? I say guarantee the winners for tomorrow night. So if you're betting, people, get your betting books out, because we're going to win you some money.
The only real question is which one of us is going to be the betting one.
Yeah, and that's it. I think we should keep track of how well we do on this. And there should be some sort of forfeit for the loser.
Oh.
Yeah, I think definitely should. I can't think of what would be a really good forfeit. Do you know what? By the end of this episode, we should come up with forfeits for each other.
Either by the end of this, or we could even, if we're daring enough, leave it to the viewers.
Put it out to the audience. Yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Right, let's get straight into it. We're here to give our thoughts and predictions on the WWE Crown Jewel premium live event that should be on tomorrow, November 2nd, wherever you get your premium live events. And I suppose if you're in the UK, this is a really good one, because it'll be on from 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you're in the US, 1 p.m. start, I think. So these are the sort of premium live events that I enjoy, when it's a bit earlier in the day and we can get watching them. Normally in the UK, we don't get the premium live events till 1 a.m. So getting it at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and like I say, 1 p.m. if you're in the States, it means we can make an afternoon of it and give it a good watch. So looking forward to this one. Shall we get into our predictions, Matt Burns?
Let's get to it.
Go on, let's go. So our first match of the night, what we're looking at is Seth freaking Rollins versus Big Bronson Reed. Reed has been a powerhouse over the last couple of months. Obviously, he put Seth Rollins out not so long ago with 9 tsunamis, 22 tsunamis, 65 and a half tsunamis, I think he gave him. And I'm predicting a huge Bronson Reed win here. Rollins has got experience, but I think Reed's strength and momentum are too much to overlook, Matt Burns. Prove me wrong.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, we're in agreement for this one, aren't
we? Why would we do that? Because for me, I feel as though Seth has got the experience and everything, but he's already been at the top at the mountain multiple times, and at the moment, we need to be building up Bronson Reed, who seems to be on a massive rise lately, because he's been destroying individuals left, right, and centre. And I think this could be the tipping point to sort of send him up into either the upper tier of the the men's division, and hopefully get him into that right settling of upper mid card to maybe even main event card.
I would love to see Bronson Reed get a title shot this year, not Intercontinental. I would like to see, I mean, don't get me wrong, Bronson Reed versus Bron Breakker sounds really good and sounds like a really good time, but I would love Bronson Reed to get a premium live event, main event title match this year or next year. I think that'd be really good. I think for something like a Bad Blood, a Gunther versus Bronson Reed or a Cody versus Bronson Reed match sounds really good in my mind. I don't know what you think.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah, I think Bronson Reed gets the win here for me. But what do you think, viewers at home, or on your phone or in the car, wherever you are? What do you think? Is it Bronson Reed's time to shine, or will Rollins find a way to win? Please drop your thoughts in the chat, and we can talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about what you think. I know what I think. I think Bronson Reed. So does Matt Burns. So far, we think exactly the same thing, which I suppose is, I'm going to say you're copying me a bit there, Matt Burns. That's what I'm going to say.
No, because I know that everybody can sit there and say, Seth's going to burn it down, burn the house down. Yeah, but
that.
I just feel as though Bronson needs this more than Seth.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you 100%. And that moves us on actually nicely to our second match, which is Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, right? So Randy Orton, Kevin Owens just turned Kevin Owens, turned on Cody Rhodes after the premium live event. What was the last one that we had? Bad Blood. After the show, Bad Blood attacked Randy Orton in the parking lot. There's then been, we sort of segued into a Randy Orton match. And I'm going with the Viper in this one, right? Orton's return, his experience will be the deciding factors for me. I also think with Kevin Owens' contract maybe being up at the end of the year, if he decides not to renew, I think Randy is absolutely going to get the win. And I think the RKO striking from anywhere, I think KO is going down here, Matt Burns. What do you think?
Disagree.
Okay, go on then.
I disagree. I think at the moment in time, I think Kevin Owens is going to get the win here, simply because he's just recently turned, and I think they want to build up Kevin Owens into a serious threat for Cody Rhodes. And bear in mind that when you got Triple H, who was talking to Orton when preparing the match, you got Triple H who was sitting there saying, "Listen, I am not booking this match because of Kevin Owens' safety. It's because of your safety." So straight away, the tone there was sitting there saying, "Oh, hang on, Triple H protecting Randy from Kevin Owens. That sounds a bit, a bit mysterious." And I feel as though yes, his contract could be due up, but I don't think he's going to be going anywhere, because I feel as though that contract, just the idea of the contract. WWE have done this before, where they've said his contract's due up soon, and he's actually mentioned it himself. I just think it's a ploy. I think he's already signed one. Already, and he's long term.
Do you think he's staying?
I think he's staying. So straight away.
I disagree. You know, I can't help but feel like next year we get Jon Moxley versus Kevin Steen in AEW. I really do. I think he's gone. I think in WWE, I think he feels underutilized. Whether he is or not is arguable, but I think he feels underutilized, and that's why I think he'll go. And I think that's why Randy Orton will get the win at Crown Jewel, because there's only one more premium live event, if that's what you want to call it, before the end of the year. That's Saturday night's main event. And I think that's where Cody beats him as well. I think he gets 2 losses in the last 2 premium live events of the year. That's my big, bold prediction for this.
Okay.
So what do you think? In the chat, in the comments below, is Orton making a triumphant Is Orton making this a triumphant win, or is Kevin Owens going to stun us all? Hey, see what I did there? Stun us all. Get it in the chat. Do you agree with me? If you do, give us a like on the video. If you agree with Matt Burns, let us know in the comments. And next, Matt Burns, we've got what I think will be a bit of a sleeper match on this premium live event. We've got the 4-way women's tag team championship match between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane and Io Sky, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and my pick, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, right? I think Chelsea and Piper are due for a big moment. They were on NXT last week, getting involved with the women's tag champs and another tag team. And I think this match is the perfect opportunity to switch the belts over to Chelsea and Piper and let them do something with it, because we're not far off WrestleMania season now, right? We've got Survivor Series, Saturday night's main event, and then we're going to be building towards next year. And I think we're going to start building towards a Bianca Jade Cargill match at WrestleMania. I would love that anyway. And that's why my pick for this one is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Go.
Right. To a degree, I almost agreed with you. Right. I almost considered Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, but what decided me against it is because it was actually NXT itself. The fact is, they were the dominant presence on NXT. I feel as though because they've recently had a bit of dominance, that's usually a bit of foreshadowing of, oh look, they're dominant, but they're not actually going to win it.
Really?
Which is where I feel Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are going to be successful in defending, but by the skin of their teeth. And when I say this, I feel as though it's going to be close, but I feel as though the Chelsea Green and Piper Niven thing isn't done. I feel as though that's going to escalate.
Do you know what? Do you know what I nearly said before we started? I nearly said that I thought the duo from NXT,
Metaphor,
Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, Metaphor. I thought they might have taken the titles to begin with, but actually, the more I think about Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, the more it almost makes sense in my mind, and I can't look past them now. So that's why they get mine. But you're saying, just to recap for us, your big bold prediction for this is
successful defense, and it stays with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
A boring title defense, a boring safe title defense. I hope this one's the one that trips you up. Actually, I hope this is the one where I get my revenge, and you get some punishment on the back of it. Third, shall we talk about the United States Championship
this
match?
Is
right,
fourth, isn't it?
Fourth match, fourth match, the United States Championship. We've got LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Now, Carmelo and Andrade have had seven matches now, 7 singles matches, and the 7th had LA Knight as the special guest referee and ended in a no contest when LA Knight hit the BFT on both of them, right? LA Knight defending the US title against Andrade. And Carmelo. I'm sticking with LA Knight to retain this one, Matt Burns. The charisma will give him the edge for me. I think he'll hold the title a few more months. I don't see any reason to take it off him. I don't know what you think.
I'm going to have to shock you here.
Oh.
I'm going to have to shock you here by actually agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. I got a bit worried then. What do you think, Matt Burns? Talk to us.
No, it's the fact is, it's going to be as a matter of fact is, I feel as though LA Knight, it's not the right time, and I feel as though in a triple threat, when it comes to building up the next champion, I feel as though he's not been really involved in that actual feud between Andrade and Carmelo. It just seems like they just inserted him in to sort of get a successful defense, which okay, it gets him an extra defense, but it's not something like they've not been really targeting him directly. They've been targeting each other. So
he's almost just stuck his oar in, hasn't he?
Yeah, which is where I feel as though if it is going to be someone taking it off him, it's got to be someone who is directly challenging him for it and is aiming for that championship.
Okay, I get that. So you think LA Knight successfully defends just as I do, yeah?
Yep, I do.
Cool. Okay. Let's move on then swiftly to our 5th match of the night, yeah? And this one is and this one's big, right? I think this is one of the most interesting matches on the card. Okay. This is the singles match for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, which means we've got the Women's World Champion versus the Women's WWE Champion. WWE Undisputed Champion, do we call him? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan, right? So we've got heel versus heel, if you like, but we've got monster versus weasel is how I'm going to describe it, right? We've got the immovable object, Nia Jax, right, versus the absolute cheat scapegoat weasel, Liv Morgan, probably accompanied by Dominic Mysterio, right?
Dirty Dom.
Not just Dominic Mysterio, but we'll probably have Tiffany Stratton on the other side, maybe. Where do you think she'll be out as well?
Ooh, that could be the
Tiffany
difference
time has
maker.
been quiet the last few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, she has, and that could be the difference maker.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, I think, let me just talk you through what I think now. I think Liv Morgan pulls off the shocking upset, right? I think that happens because of Dirty Dom. But I think, and you might agree with me here, this is my big bold prediction for this one. I think it's Tiffy time after the match. And I think she takes the title from Nia at Crown Jewel.
Ooh.
That's my big bold prediction. Thoughts?
Good prediction, but I don't agree with you over who becomes the inaugural.
Oh, right. Okay, go on then.
I believe that Nia Jax will become the inaugural.
So you think Nia Jax beats Liv Morgan?
Yes. Yes, I do. But the difference is, I think there's going to be like a bit of a tease. Is Tiffy time gonna turn on Nia, and it's not going to happen. It's going to end up back. It's gonna look like she's going to turn, but she's not. But I think the difference maker isn't going to be Dom.
No.
The difference maker is going to be the individual who recently got attacked on NXT.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wave a flag on this, Matt Burns, right? I'm going to wave a flag. And the reason is breaking news this week, but it seems like Rhea Ripley is actually legitimately injured. And this was an angle to write her out. Does that change your thinking? It might be a work, right? But right now, the information coming out is that she's legitimately injured.
Music can still play.
Oh, okay. So you think maybe a bit of a distraction?
Because if you think about it, she could be, I've got no Rhea, and all of a sudden, this is my brutality. Instantly, she's going to look straight away for that entranceway. And, not to be callous or anything, Nia will literally just jump on that situation immediately.
Yeah. So you think Nia wins, and then do you still think we get a Tiffany cash in like I do, or not?
Yes.
So we both. Do you think it's a successful cash in?
A part of me wants to say yes, but I don't think it's going to be successful.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like as soon as the match is over, we're going to have all members of the because bear in mind, you haven't just got Dirty Dom, have we?
Okay.
We've got Raquel there.
Yeah. You can't forget about Raquel.
Exactly, and straight away, that could be the difference maker.
Okay. Yeah.
As
I'm
much
saying,
as you said, Nia Jax it's a heel versus heel. I feel as though the way Nia's been lately with her expressions with Tiffany Stratton, I feel as though she's like a bit of a tweener. When she did the expressions of huh. Remember?
okay, yeah.
Recently.
I get that. That was
Yeah.
very funny at Bad Blood actually, because it was like, are you gonna pin her or what? Like, but yeah,
Oh,
I
you
can't
cash
get
it in.
past. Yeah, I can't get past Tiffy beating Nia Jax. So Liv Morgan for me, it's Liv Morgan to win and Tiffy to cash in as a bonus prediction there, and to beat Nia after the match. Can't look past that myself. Next, Matt Burns is one of the mains, right? One of the two main events of the night. This one is Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, champion versus champion for the first ever men's Crown Jewel champion, right? And I'm predicting, here we go, a win for Gunther. And here's my twist. It's due to Kevin Owens' interference. That'll cost Cody the match. And that's where the dramatic finish comes from. That's what I think. What do you think?
It seems plausible. That seems it's logical because I've got it literally written in my notes.
You've got that as well.
I've literally
Feel
got
like-
that in my notes.
There you go, mate. There you go. We're just agreeing on too much here, aren't we?
But the difference is, I feel as though it's either going to be Kevin Owens, or could we have someone try to gun for Gunther and end up costing Cody? Because bear in mind,
See, yeah, go on.
technically, because this is the inaugural,
Yeah,
technically a disqualification would mean a champion being crowned.
yeah, technically, but do you know what? I just can't see it, and my reasoning is, there isn't anybody that hates Gunter enough to want to do that to him, and
Priest,
yeah, but he doesn't hate Gunter enough. There's a respect
Sami
there
Zayn.
at least. And Sammy's too busy chilling with Solo. If you saw this week's Monday Night Raw, and I just think that that Kevin Owens will have lost to Randy, according to my prediction earlier in the night, and therefore will be looking for some sort of rub and a reason to go after Cody Rhodes. And he won't get a title match because he's beaten Randy Orton, because he isn't going to beat Randy Orton in mine, but he might get a title match if Cody is really, really upset with him, and he'll get upset with him if he interferes in the match with Cody, which is where I think we're going.
No, but either way, I think, like I said earlier, Kevin Owens is going to win, but then he's going to interrupt the match and literally say, "Notice me now."
Yeah, maybe. So who do you think's going to win this one then?
It's got to be Gunther. It's the only way I can
think
think
we're
of it,
agreed,
because
aren't we?
I think the fact is, whether it is the whole speech he gave when he had that loss to Sammy, when he came up to their feud, and he just goes, "I had my dad in the front row," and he says, "How could you lose to Sami Zayn, the bum?"
Okay, so we're both agreed then. Gunther
Yeah.
to beat Cody at Crown Jewel, which is a big moment, yeah, because Cody hasn't lost a lot
No, he hasn't.
since his return, right? I can't think of how many times he's actually been pinned or submitted since his return to WWE, to WrestleMania 38. So
Roman.
he lost to
That's it.
Roman.
I
Did he
think that's
beat
it.
Brock? Did he beat Brock 3 consecutive PLEs?
No, he lost once to Brock.
So he lost to Brock. He lost to Roman. Did he lose any to Seth? I don't think he did he?
I don't think he did.
So Gunther could be the third person to have beat Cody Rhodes.
The third man since his return.
Yeah, since he's been back, and that's massive, right? So yeah, we're both predicting it, which is the really interesting bit.
Yeah.
And then as we hit the 23rd minute of this stream, Matt Burns, we get to the main event, or at least what I think might be the main event, which is the Bloodline versus OG Bloodline. And what we're talking about here is Roman Reigns and the Usos versus 3 members of the Bloodline. Do we know which 3 members? Question 1.
Unknown on which 3.
Yeah, because I don't, and it's not been in any of the promotional, like
it can be any of them,
etc. Yeah, so I mean, to give the best match, Tonga Loa wouldn't be in it, right?
Yeah.
But if we want this to go somewhere after, Solo isn't in the match. And I wonder if that's what they do here. They do the former tag team champions, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu versus the Bloodline.
To sort of set something up.
Well, if you did it that way, the Roman Reigns and the Usos could win the match, right?
Yeah.
Which is what I think happened. So I think the 6-man tag team match with Roman Reigns and the Usos taking on the Bloodline, I pick Roman and the Usos to win, but they don't win all of them. They only win they only beat like the Bloodline minus Solo, which is a bit. I do think the Bloodline have got the hunger and the chemistry to take down Roman and the team. I just can't see it. I think this changes if if Solo's in the match. If Solo is in the match, I think the Bloodline win.
I'm going to be bold to win.
But I'm going to predict that Roman and the Usos win, only because I don't think Solo will be in the match.
I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be bold on this one.
Go on.
Bloodline.
You think the Bloodline win this one?
I think the fake bloodline, the
The
bloodline.
bloodline. Do you think Solo's bloodline wins this match?
Yes, I do. I think as much as Roman Reigns and the Usos are great together, and it seems to be building up, I think for Survivor Series they need that extra little bit of spice,
I
that
agree.
extra
Yeah, I
fourth
agree.
person. Because bear in mind, we've only just seen a glimpse of that other person because you mentioned that he's hanging around, right? But the point being
Yeah,
is, I just feel as though it's not enough yet for them to get that, finally get the comeuppance to get the win. I feel as
yeah.
though the current bloodline beats Roman Reigns and the Usos just.
And I'm not going to throw a flag on that because I don't disagree. I do think the end of the night, the bloodline will have overpowered
Yeah.
the OG bloodline and will be standing tall. But I think Roman Reigns and the Usos get the win beforehand. I really do. And then they get
It's
attacked
not bad. It's not
afterwards.
bad. I just feel as though, even though technically the Usos have only just come back, I just feel as though the chemistry's not going to be the same because if you think about it, Mr. Yeet against Mr. No Yeet,
Yeah.
I feel as though
And
they're going to be off a step for a bit.
and I think there's another thing that we're not thinking of here. What they might play into during the match, they might play into Roman and the Usos not communicating very well through the match.
Well, we know that Jay and Roman aren't going to be the best with each other because Roman sort of seems to be against. He was against Jimmy being involved with Jay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I do wonder that we get a bit of that in the match. A bit of can they work
Yeah,
together? Can't they? Will they tag each other in? Are they both just tagging Jimmy? That sort of thing. And I wonder. I do
and,
wonder with this one whether we've got it right. Or, like you just said, could Sammy be involved in the finish to this in some way? Will he come out and loop to side with Solo and then turn and go on the right side of history and align himself with Roman and the Usos? He is the honorary Us
because
after all. But
if you think about it, Solo is literally buttering. He's doing his little thing with Sammy, isn't he?
yeah,
Is he
yeah,
is he
absolutely.
is he is he trying to butter him up to sort of go?
I suppose the big question here is: will we see Sami Zayn?
That's going to be a big. That could be a big factor.
Yeah. Will we see Sami Zayn and will he be at Crown Jewel? And if he isn't, will we both just look like total prats?
Either way, the difference is, either way, the predictions will still stand.
Yeah. And that's what this is all about, right? So if you think we were wrong with Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, if you think we were wrong with LA Knight or Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, Cody Rhodes and Gunther, or the OG bloodline and Solo's bloodline, you tell us, who do you think got it right and who's a total prat? Because that's what this is all about. And I suppose that brings us to a conclusion of our
For,
Crown Jewel
that
predictions video, Matt
that
Burns.
that it does. That it does. So best way to say it is, well, looks like that's a wrap for the Burning Truth's live prediction of Crown Jewels 2024. Which I will be saying thank you to everybody who's been listening in and watching us. We hope that you've had as much fun as we have. As you've been listening, as we have been presenting and doing the predictions, which has been absolutely top notch because we've got some shock predictions and we've got some not so shocking, but who knows, they could still come true.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to keep the conversation going with us, you can find us on Twitter at TBT Live UK, Instagram, we've got The Burning Truth, and on Facebook, The Burning Truth. You can listen to all our episodes on the RSS feed. Just search your podcast app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast for The Burning Truth. And you can get our NXT live reactions on our YouTube page, as well as our full archive of The Burning Truth podcast, 344 plus episodes, plus a load of extra bonus stuff that we do, including this, and you know this because you're here, for our predictions videos, NXT live reactions, post shows, etc., all on our YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and comment below. If you've got any questions, you can also drop us an email at info@theburningtruthuk.com. Don't forget, as I just said, to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. It really helps the algorithm, and we just want to keep this channel growing, right? It really helps spread the word, and that's what this is all about. We've also got a website where you can catch everything that we do, plus our live blogs on the burningtruthuk.com for more updates.
And of course, until next time, stay positive, keep enjoying the wrestling, and we'll catch you, hopefully, on the next episode of The Burning Truth Live.
Excelsior!